Hey everyone, it's Freya. So I wanted to post another video for you guys, and this one's probably going to be in the mental health playlist. Um, just because, once again, I'm having migraines coming back, and it's very difficult for me to deal with because, um, when I was younger, I basically used to have migraines pretty much 24/7. I didn't have a day where I did not wake up without a migraine. There was not a day that I got relief. Um, I would have a headache. I'm telling you, like literally 24/7. I would wake up with the headache. I'd go to sleep with the headache. Um, the only difference that every day made was how bad the headache was. If it was really bad, sometimes I couldn't go to school. Um, Sometimes I couldn't get out of my room. It was so bad. And it just happened one day, like, I think it was like a couple days after Thanksgiving or something. And it was that way for about a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. And from then on, I have always had some form of a headache or migraine almost weekly. Um, I would have blackout migraines, as I call them. Um, I would have blackout migraines like at least 3 times a week where I could not have any light, any sound, anything like that. And it was really difficult for me to deal with. It didn't help with my mental health at all because there would be times where I'd have to call my friends and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I can't move. Like I can't go out today. Um I feel like death." Like that was what it literally felt like. It felt like going through every day not being able to function on even the most minute level. And the past couple of days, I've had a migraine, and they've been pretty bad. So I mean, it's been kind of tough, just because I have been trying to function while I feel like my migraines are coming back, and that is terrifying to me. That is something that I have a huge trigger with, is that I'm going to suddenly have all these migraines again, that just, it's going to just suddenly come back. And I'm going to have to deal with migraines 24/7. I'm going to have to deal with headaches all the time. And it's terrifying. It is utterly terrifying. And I went so far as to get a piercing that was supposed to help with migraines. And it has. I'm not saying it hasn't. It really has helped a lot because they have gone down significantly. The fact that I got this in January, and I've had, I mean, I can count on one hand how many blackout headaches I've had, migraines or whatever. I can count on one hand how many times I've had those. And that is a significant difference. The fact that I have gone 4 months with less than, 5 blackout migraine headaches. But it's still terrifying every time I have one, because that's the first thing that goes through my head is not again. And it's scary. And everybody who has migraines knows how scary migraines are, let alone having to go through what I went through and then having migraines again after such a long period of not having them. So I am trying to deal with the fact that I've had almost a blackout migraine 2 days in a row. Excuse me. And so far, I'm doing okay. It's stressful. It's anxiety inducing. It's all of the feelings that you can imagine. But as long as I wake up in the morning and it's gone, I know I made it. And I know that they're not back. That for whatever reason, I have this, and for whatever reason, they're going to come back every once in a while. And it doesn't mean that they're here to stay. And I know you guys don't really want to hear my life story, and some of you probably don't even care because you're not afflicted by any of this. But for people who have illnesses that other people can't see, it's exhausting. You are literally going through every single day fighting yourself and fighting other people who are telling you it's all in your head. It's, it's not real. It's, that's not happening. But it is. It's real to us. That's the problem with the human brain sometimes, is that reality is all perception. A situation can happen in front of two people and they'll both explain it differently. But what really happened? I don't mean to get all philosophical on you guys, or psychological, or anything like that. But for people who don't go through this, it's very difficult for them to understand that when you have a migraine, it hurts to breathe. It hurts for your heart to beat. It hurts to be alive while having a migraine. A lot of people don't know what that feels like. It's like having a broken bone and it hurting just from the blood passing through it. You don't even have to move it. It just hurts from your body doing the normal things that it should to keep you alive. But it hurts. And that's exactly what a migraine feels like. You have this pounding pain in your head, and it gets worse every time your heart beats. It hurts more every time your heart beats. It hurts more every time you take a breath in and you let a breath out. It hurts more to exist and be alive during a migraine. It's one of the worst feelings I've ever had, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemies. I wouldn't wish it on anyone to have migraines, and especially the level of migraines that I have. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. And I hope those of you who do suffer from migraines and know exactly what I am talking about, I hope you have the strength to push through it and remember that it's only here for a moment. It's only here for that one moment, but it's not there to stay. And it may come back and visit every once in a while, but it's not here to stay. I know a lot of my videos have been a little jumbled recently, and usually they're raw and unedited and uncut, because especially with my mental health videos, I need you to see my emotions. I need you to see the raw uncut of what's going on, because if I edit out the bad parts, you guys aren't going to appreciate the good. And that's the same way it is when you live with mental illness. You can't just cut the bad parts out of your life. You have to live with them. You have to see them. You have to deal with them. Because if you don't, you can't appreciate when something good is happening. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm right there with you. And while you guys are fighting, so am I. See you guys later.